This is day 2 on the property. My dad just rolled into town. He was helping me out. We've been doing a lot of tree trimming and cleaning up these verde trees, cleaning up the weeds and leveling the dirt out. This is our little hangout spot. Got a little kitchenette set up here for cooking. We've been fixing the fence up and repairing little spots. The fencing's all coming down. We're just trying to clean it up a little bit and so this dry cabin over here, eventually we're going to be taking it down, but we turned it into a cabin for my dad to sleep in, and later on in the video we cut in a air conditioner and had a generator running for him as it got hotter. But this is in October when we're at the time of this video, and we're cleaning out all the stuff from that cabin and going on a dump run right here, and looking at the mesquites and seeing what we want to keep around and what we want to cut out. And these barrel cactuses, I kind of want to sell them or relocate them. But I took out a garden that was right here next to this shed, and just going through the shed, seeing what's usable and what's not, what we want to take to the dump. And I've just been coming through, taking out all the wiring and going through this enclosed refrigerator or freezer walk-in cooler here that I eventually end up selling on Craigslist. And this cabin here, we've cleaned it up a lot since this video, and we have carpet in there, and this refrigerator ends up going to the landfill. It doesn't work. And this door, probably going to salvage once I take this building apart, but that's down the road. Just basically cleaning up all the outside weeds so it's easier to walk around, and there's a lot of debris and metal and stuff all over. And right here I'm talking about fixing the fence and making it smaller for now, just because it was falling down and it wasn't really a quality job that they did. So we have a lot of fires in this fire pit, though, and we have quite a lot of debris we end up collecting. And this is a little kitchenette we started making out of the scrap wood that we found, and this is some of the verdes. I kind of wanted to make them look like this, shucking them and cleaning them up. We have quite a big fire pit and burn material to go through next winter, and there's a lot of material that ended up going to the landfill just because it was so old and not usable. We fixed the gates here, or they weren't even up when I bought the place, and ended up renting a toilet porta potty, but it ended up being too much money, so I ended up building a little skid porta potty outhouse, just because it's like $200 a month, and I don't know, it's just spent over 8 months. It kind of got pricey, so I just ended up building that. You'll see later in the video. But we end up doing some landfill runs and getting gravel. This is inside the greenhouse. We made an area to go shower, and right over there to the right, that black thing, that's a greenhouse. And we ended up painting all the buildings, just getting some. I don't think they ever painted any of the buildings. It looked like it was all primer from the siding. And this is that walk-in cooler I ended up bringing back up home and selling. And I started laying out the skid outhouse, and we found the septic, and we ended up having to redig up the entire septic line, 60 feet of it, because there was not enough fall. But I built this skid here. It was just a outhouse tied into the septic. Basically, it's got a normal toilet, and I just got a sink for this coming winter we're going to put in there. So there'll be more videos coming soon as we progress. But I bought this in October, this property, and I'm making this video in June 2024 right now, and we've come a long way. Just going back and forth working on the property from our main house to this place as a recreational property I bought. But as you can see, there's been quite a lot of cleanup and leveling and painting, and just the list goes on. It's a lot of hard work. We ended up making an outdoor kitchen area off to the side of this shed. More of a permanent structure. Gives you a lot of shade, you know, in the sun, and be a nice area to cook. And that shed we're going to turn into a dry cabin for my dad and put an AC in there. It's a 10 by 10 shed. With this addition, we're going to copy this same layout though on the other side and make a bedroom over there for him. This probably winter, we're hoping. And we're going to tie in a bar sitting area. There's some forms there. We're going to pour some concrete and put some chairs there and make an awning so you have more shade coming off of this little gazebo kind of shade structure we built here. But it's coming together. This is a drain line he was tying in. It's going to go down to a garden area from that sink that we ended up putting in for that kitchen. Made a nice little gate here. And this is the outhouse, we're calling it. Basically, it's the bathroom. It's kind of the hub area for everything. I got solar, we got our water tank and a water hauling tank. And this outhouse has got lighting for night lighting on both sides of it, in the front and the back, so lights up the place at night. And this is a little 12-volt solar system I put together, and we have a pump that feeds and fills the tank for the toilet, and we have a hose so we can hose down things as we need, or for concrete when we're mixing. And this is a little that actually is a shed below that water tank, so it's another storage shed. But a little bit of paint goes a long way. We're laying out for a Connex or a container right here, a metal container, shipping container. And we got a dumpster delivered, and I just filled it up. It was This is the high cube we got delivered. It's a 9.6 by 40 foot by 8 foot wide shipping container. We're going to turn into basically it's going to be a little solar room in the back that will be insulated, and it will have like our refrigerators and deep freezers, and then the front will pretty much be open because we have a side-by-side that will go in there, and then we'll make a little storage workshop area. Off to the side of this, we would like to make like a carport that's covered basically, but it's all enclosed so we can pull our vehicles in there. We're laying out for a shower room right there. And we're just trying to design the area like that's going to be an area for our trailer to sit. And this is going to be the addition off that shed. We're going to tear down all the fencing and redo all the fencing, put new gates in. We're just going to T-post it all and put some 4x2 fencing in. But everything's cleaned up over here now. And we're going to have a driveway that goes all the way around the Connex. Basically, it'll be a big circle driveway. And we'll have a gate coming in right here into the carport. And it will be able to pull through the other side with another gate. And we have a lot of room to drive around, that's for sure. But cleaned up all this leftover scrap material the previous landowner had here. New kitchen bar. This will be for propane.
right there, 2 bottles. And then I'm gonna frame a wall in right here. Put pine down here, but we just poured this concrete and built this cabinet, counter, and sink. Just tied in the drain line. We just painted all this, so it's all kind of wet, but so we got water drain and then power coming in over there. And then I'll have another shelf here, and this will be all framed in right here. Yeah, I think it's pretty bright, huh? You can see everything. Got TV on. Is that CSI? Yeah, we're watching CSI, right? Yeah. What do you say, Donna? Hmm.
You know what's trippy? It doesn't turn off the solar lights.
Yeah.
This is the 1,000 gallon septic tank that came with the property. The drain line was not properly installed correctly, and we were figuring out how deep and where the pipe ran. So we had to dig up quite a bit of it and rerun it and get proper fall. Previous landowner had a water pump system hooked up to blow out the line because it backed up. I guess he never fixed it or didn't put it in correctly. So we do have another spot here that goes between the fence that we can tie in either a trailer line or maybe a little cabin up there if we wanted to later on. But now it has proper fall, and this outhouse ties into it with a normal toilet. And then we'll have a shower room that will tie in right here later on.